Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Seminoles will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll go to the ground. 35, he's got room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes it on the run. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got the quick pass. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Here's the handoff. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Buying some time. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and to catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting to the big fella at tight end.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
And the Noles line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, no!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Running back in the backfield, and he has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed, and they
blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going with the ground game left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On a little time, lets it go. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Noles will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. He'll run it again. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got him. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Working that left side now. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rolling right and going deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
They're trying to slam it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Minnesota! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes a connection. Oh, he found a space on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got his man. Gets away from one, finds room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Using his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Let's go. The give to the tailback. Inside the 25. Turning it off. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Seminoles.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Complete to the left. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll give it to the back. Got the 1st down and more. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out. Breaks into the open. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking the handoff. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it work.
It's complete on the right side. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Leaves it with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Wants to go up top. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
He fires a bullet to the right. It's caught. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the back.
Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Gophers are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. Listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, no! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive things.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The short hands, it's Clinton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative, I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clinton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Sends it downfield. He's got it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. State offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect... There he goes! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Spits it out to the back. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Offense, quick tempo.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Blasted as he lets it go.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap.
One play with the quarterback. Loss of 2. It's now second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll try to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Middle Tennessee. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He wants to throw. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Got room to work. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. back has it. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Minnesota.
Okay.
Oh, maybe a double pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
They are just working that sideline. Excellent footwork to stay in bounds.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.